Hello and welcome to the video. This is a quick video on this product here. This is one of the new soldering irons from SEQURE. Now, for those of you that have been watching the channel for a while, you'll know that these are irons that I've looked at in the past and I really quite like them. A good soldering iron is a must in the hobby. There's so many things that you get these days that require you to solder connections or pins onto it in order for everything to be ready to go. The days of things coming with pins already pre-soldered so you just plug things together are sadly well behind us unless you get something very specific. And on my build table I have the second welder soldering iron station that I've ever owned. The first one lasted for about 30 years before it finally gave up the ghost, and that's the one that I use on a daily basis. However, I have been using one of the SEQURE mini soldering irons of various types in the bag at the field for quick repairs for quite a while. Now the great thing is these can be powered by a LIPO battery or a power supply, so when you're at the field, if you have a LIPO hanging around that's got some power in it and something comes loose or snaps, then you can get this out, do a quick bit of soldering and have the model back ready to fly within 5 minutes. And it's an upgraded unit from the popular TS100, and this particular one comes with the TS-BC2 soldering tip, which is great for a wide variety of jobs. Now this has a few upgrades from the last version. The main one is the maximum temperature is increased to 450 degrees C. Useful if you're doing very large jobs, but 300 degrees C is normally fine for sort of finer soldering that I do here. It's also got the option now to have an auto heating on power on. By default that's turned off, which I personally like. I like to power it and then start the iron warming when it's ready. Has temperature compensation and temperature calibration in this. The display is adjustable for brightness and also supports a custom logo. Has sensitivity adjustment and low voltage protection as well, and like lots of these irons it's firmware upgradable and you can set some of the settings via parameter file. Menu access and navigation with the A and B buttons isn't obvious, but with a bit of playing you can figure it out. Pressing and holding the A button will start and stop the iron heating, and long pressing the B button will get you into the menu with navigation left and right pressing A and B. The trick is if you want to cancel things, then you just kind of wait for a moment and it will kind of bounce one level back up the menu. There's no kind of back button. The iron heats up nicely. This example is on a 4S battery, and the bigger the voltage, of course, the faster it's going to heat up. However, 4S are the ones that I tend to have lots of hanging around when I'm on the field. Removing the screw, you can gain access to the internals. As you can see here, there's only one set of contact with no spare contacts in the kit. Some of the other ones that I've looked at, I'll put links down below, have the option to move the contacts around to support different styles of tip. In summary, this is a wallet-friendly iron that's a great option for builders who need an iron not only for the fixes at the field, but it's also capable enough for most jobs in the hobby, building and soldering, and it isn't expensive either. I would personally get a little case to keep it safe and get some other tips for it as well in different sizes, which will allow you to do other jobs easily. Now, for those of you that stay to the end, this is an iron that I will not be using because I have one of the other irons that stay in the field bag. So it needs a home, it needs to go to somebody who is going to use it. So guess what? Standard stuff, we're going to do a giveaway. Now, to guarantee that everyone who's putting comments who's going to be in with this is going to use a magic word, it's the standard stuff, like, comment and subscribe, but make sure your comment includes the word solder. And I will use that word to pick the winner. So stay tuned, I'll be doing that in about a week, 10 days. Thank you for spending your time today watching that video. You can find me in all the usual places on social media, and if you're trying to learn about a subject, then check out the playlist. All of my videos are organized into easy to follow playlists that if you're trying to learn a topic will take you from the basics right the way through to some pretty advanced stuff.